Cough! Cough! Why? Why did this happen to me? Cough! Cough! Cough, 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 cough! I'm not a great guy or anything, but I did try my best in life. I worked hard at my job, got married, had a baby, bought a house, until I had to work 2 jobs just to pay off some stupid debt. Please, can't you at least meet me in the middle?
Oh, she's finally getting more comfortable around him. I'm sorry.
So you weren't satisfied with just cheating on your wife, but you'd cheat the company by committing fraud as well.
No, I didn't do it.
You're fired.
Please listen to me. I didn't do anything.
Come on, man. You need to pay back what you borrowed.
I didn't borrow any money from you.
Stop playing dumb.
It's the truth. I'm not lying. Why? This happened to me? Where? Did I go wrong?
Good evening.
Who? Are you here to take me away? Who's this guy? I hear people say you'll see your beloved pet before you die.
Yes, I'm here to take you. Right. However, it's not like what you're expecting. Rather than taking you up there, I will send you to another world instead. Right. Please refer to me as a guide.
But what are you? Cough, 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 cough.
Snap.
You're such an evil woman. Not only did you push the debt onto your ex-husband, you even made him pay child support. Not to mention the kid isn't even his.
It's fine since he's the father on paper. It's a given that the father has to support his child, right?
What is this?
Women by instinct are always looking to give birth to babies with superior genes. I don't want an average child like that guy. He did well working his ass off and handed over his salary. On the contrary, I'd say he did manage to marry me, so it's a given for him to provide for me in return, right? I suppose he had some worth, but that was it?
Women are scary, huh?
You're to blame since you made me like this?
Now, don't get angry. I'm only showing you this because you wish to know the truth. This is definitely not an illusion. I'm sure you can probably remember something. This scene is unfolding right now as we speak.
I should have been more suspicious and gave it more thoughts. If I had done so,
The reason as to why you're suffering like this is because of your kindness. The reason as not only are you paying child support, but to go as far as paying for your girl's debts. On top of that, you're being deceived by those two. It's too much of a cruel act to be forgiven. Or so I think. Anyhow, I have a present for you. Because your luck has been pretty bad so far, I wish for you to attain happiness in your next life. It doesn't sound bad, right? Do you want to try reincarnating in another world?
another world? No, my ex-wife. I have to.
Hey, that fraud case, was it? Yes, that's right. Your old boss pushed his own wrongdoings onto you. You were totally innocent.
I see. I was just a stupid and ignorant human who was tricked and used by others.
Would you look at that? They're enjoying themselves, leisurely chatting while eating expensive food. While you're here on your deathbed due to a year working, are you going to forgive them?
I'll never forgive them. I want revenge.
Sorry. Unfortunately, your life is about to run out. All I can do is to present you with a happy next life. For you, who've been quite unfortunate in this life, your second life will be filled with happiness. So please give up on revenge.
No, I can't. No matter how unfortunate I become, I want them to suffer the same fate. To make it happen, I'll do anything.
The only choice you have is choosing what kind of world you'll be reincarnated into. I'd like you to at least choose something you like. Here. Your next life will definitely be a happy one. Oh. Is this world you chose a fantasy world where both science and magic has been well developed? I believe there are even intergalactic nations as well, Sounds like a lot of fun. People's lifespans are several times longer than this world, so you'll get to enjoy a longer life.
Whatever. I don't care about any of this. I've been tricked and ridiculed, but I can't even take revenge. Screw that. In my next life, I'm gonna live my best and enjoy life. I'm not going to give a damn about other people anymore. I'll do whatever I must to get that good life. Good ending for the nice guy? That's bullshit. I'm not going to be that nice guy again. Rather, I want to trample all over others. I want to be evil.
In this other world, nobles are the ones with authority. While it is an advanced and developed world, feudalism is the main system of government, truly an interesting twist. I shall make it so that you will reincarnate as a noble, born with a silver spoon. Pretty nice, right?
Living earnestly is just stupid. If I'm a noble, that means I can do whatever I want.
I guess a count family is fine. It seems like a count has power to rule over a planet.
I'll become evil and trample over others.
Now then, are you ready? I wish you a happy next life.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm looking forward to it. My next life as an evil lord.
Cuckoo. Ah ha 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 ha. Unfortunate life? How stupid. Ooh, I'm so unfortunate. What idiot. There are countless people who are even more unfortunate than you in this world. As for you two, you played your roles well. You both already had enough fun, so I reckon we stop here. In the first place, I'm the one that was responsible for your misfortune. I wanted to see how far someone could fall, you see. Since it turned out more interesting than thought, I wanted to keep it going. Now then, let's clean up the entree before we get to the main course, shall we?
Hey, I think we already had enough fun. Let's call it quits and go our separate ways.
Eh?
I'll be looking forward to seeing how far you have fallen next time we meet. Time to put this lovey-dovey facade to an end. You had fun, right?
What? Hey, cut it out. If you betray me, it'll be the end for you.
Do whatever you want. But aren't you forgetting something? The lawyer who helped you with your divorce is my acquaintance. On top of that, you had a hand in helping your ex-husband's boss push the fraud on him. It's best if you keep your mouth shut unless you want the world to know.
How about your child? Are you going to abandon your own child?
On paper, it's your ex-husband's kid, right? Not to mention you already got child support, right? You'll be fine raising the kid on your own?
But you said you love Ma.
Yeah, I did, but not anymore. It was fun, but I want to move on.
No, I don't want to.
Get away from me. I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Wait, I beg you, listen to me. I did everything for you. Please don't leave me.
Did you seriously think I'd marry a cheating bitch? How stupid can you be? Your ex-husband was blind to think he'd love someone like this.
That should do it. I wonder what kind of reaction I will get.
I betrayed and left my husband for you.
Ex-husband, right? You were the one who threw him away. Didn't you have fun making his life miserable? Don't try to act like a victim now.
Very good. Oh, amazing. So now she's suddenly thinking about her ex-husband. Women truly are scary creatures. But what a shame. In his final hours, the man who truly loved you wished to take revenge against you. Are you going to find your ex-husband? Or are you going to find a new man? I can't wait to find out. Either way, the rest of your life will probably be pretty miserable. Now then, time for me to do my job. I will guide your soul to another world that I'm rather fond of, a world where human lives are insignificant. Cuckoo. It'll be too late when he realizes. This is going to be a lot of fun. All of your regrets, anger, lament, hatred will become my nourishment. It's fine for you to become an evil lord in the next world, When you do and misfortune befall you, please hate me all you want. It's time to have fun. Well, time to go. I only came here to guide his soul after all. But boy, I didn't expect this day and age to be filled with fools who'd jump with happiness after being told about reincarnation. Tell them something they want to hear, and they'll be tricked just like that. I should probably think about how I am going to have my fun from now on. Should I let him be reborn into a happy family that will go into ruin later? No, I've already done that. But he needs to start from a high place so I can have fun witnessing his fall. At the same time, I also don't want him to have any gratitude towards me. It'll be sickening. I've decided, let's play it by ears. But I think I want to end it with torture and public execution. He'll definitely hold a lot of hatred for me when he dies is, ooh, I can't wait. Your next life will be longer, so you'll get to live longer and suffer more. Please suffer as much as you can for my sake.
It seems the guide was telling the truth. I did get another chance at life. Liam Sarah Banfield is my new name. Right, I was in the middle of playing. Let's recap. Algrand Interstellar Empire, currently in the Albarret ruling period. There's a count family that rules over a planet in that empire, and I was reborn in that particular family. In other words, I can become a monarch, no, a king that rules over a whole planet. Seems like that guy kept his word. What should I do in order to become an evil lord? Maybe I could start with a harem. I can do whatever I want, right? Man, this is going to be fun. A letter from the guide? Support? A representative? What's this? Cliff Sarah Banfield, Darcy Sarah Banfield. My parents.
Liam,
Happy birthday.
You're 5
years old now.
This is Banfield family's court rank. Territory. All rights and privileges will be transferred to Liam Sarah Banfield. Father, what is this?
A present from me. It's everything that belongs to the Banfield family.
Is he serious? Could this be the support from the guide?
And this is my present. A maid robot that will look after you. I'll buy it for you, so choose whichever one you like.
What do I do with this?
You can use it to create a maid robot to your liking. All you need to do is to choose the options that you like. Simple, right? Now, choose anything you like.
I can even choose the skeleton and the inner parts. Pretty cool. Let's just go with all the high-performance parts for now, since they said they'll pay for it. Sexual intimacy function?
That's an interesting hobby you've got there, as expected of my son.
I guess kids do love boobs after all.
Wait a second. Could this be the representative that was mentioned in the letter? Is this his doing? Getting rid of these annoying parents from the get-go and setting me up with a woman that fits my ideals. A loyal robot maid. What a wonderful thing you've done.
Wow, she's very cute. I'll have no worries letting her take care of you from now on.
That's everything then. Are you two going away somewhere?
Yeah, we bought a mansion on the Empire's main planet. So we'll be spending our time there. All that's left is for you to sign here. I hope you'll become a wonderful ruler who'll take good care of his territory.
Sign?
Yes, just sign here, Liam.
I need to send them annual allowances? They are giving everything to me. So I guess it's fine. You guys probably don't know that your cute little boy is a reincarnator. On top of that, a middle-aged dude. It's a shame that all your wealth and status are going to be stolen by me, a complete stranger. I suppose the least I can do is to send you an allowance in return. Okay, I'm going to take everything from my ignorant parents. Cuckoo, this is just the start. I'm going to commit a lot more evil deeds from now on. Once upon a time, this world was ruled by artificial intelligence. However, the humans soon overthrew their ruler and established an empire. The new rulers then decreed over reliance on AI a taboo act. Over time, using AI as little as one could became common sense.
How could you give a doll to him as a present? That's not something a mother would do, you know. People are going to speak ill behind his back because of that thing.
I don't care. It's not like I have any affection for him to begin with. I'm more worried about complaints from the Empire.
It'll be fine. It already happened before. Not to mention no one is going to care about something like the territory changing hands. Anyone in the same shoes as us, they will do the same, pushing their baggage to their children and running to the capital.
Now that I've inherited everything that belongs to the Banfield family, as well as becoming the 5th generation head, I've also become a man that rules over an entire planet. A powerful figure? No, a king. Count families such as the Banfields are numerous within the Empire. I may be insignificant just like the rest of them, but I'm still a king as long as I have my territory.
Lord Liam, the robot maid has arrived.
I see. Bring her in.
Right away. Come in.
Pleased to meet you, Master. I am Master's loyal maid, Amaji.
She will start looking after you from today, milord. Just note that she requires maintenance once a week.
Maintenance?
Yes, regular maintenance. It should take no more than 2 hours.
That's unexpected. I thought she'd be able to move around for longer.
Despite calling it maintenance, it's more like a body check. And also some cleaning. If we find any broken parts, she will be sent back to the manufacturer for repairs. Hence why we need to perform checks periodically.
So she can move around for a whole week after each maintenance. That's pretty amazing. Oh, right, I should do what I want. No need to hold back. This softness is perfect.
Lord Liam, you mustn't do that in front of people.
I'll do whatever I want. Now give me a report on our territory.
Yes, right away.
I see, I don't get it. This is troublesome. I was just an average salaryman in my previous life. Of course I wouldn't know anything about governing a planet. If I don't know what's going on, I won't know if my future actions will have a good or bad outcome. Damn it, my goal is to become an evil lord.
Master, I have a built-in function to operate as an advisor. If you wish, I can support you with managing your territory.
Really? But I don't know anything. Can I do it as I am now?
Perhaps. May I suggest Master enter the education capsule first? I can look after your territory while you're inside. There should be no problem that I can see.
You mustn't. Letting an AI govern is considered a taboo act in the Empire. You should only go as far as getting support from them.
There's no such rule in the Empire. It's only advised that one should not rely on AI. This is simply a suggestion I can give to my master, who currently lacks the knowledge to govern over his territory. Ultimately, my master is the one who will make the decision.
Education capsule. A convenient technology that installs knowledge into the brain of whoever's inside. On top of that, it even enhances the body. It'll take about half a year to install what I need. The problem is, I'll be in a hibernating state during that time. Brian, get the capsule ready. Amaji, I'll leave my territory to you while I'm there.
Yes, Master?
Lord Liam, you must not do this.
Listen, Brian, aren't you afraid of the thing I might do when I don't know anything? This must be done.
I understand. However, this may turn into a scandal later on.
It'll only be for a short while. Hurry up and get it ready. I need to find out how to oppress the citizens with taxes. This body is also too weak. I need to find a way around that as well. For now, let's take it slow.
Did you hear? Our new lord is still but a brat. How could a little kid even do anything?
Yeah, they'll probably use the handover as an excuse to make us pay even more tax. It was pretty damn rough when Cliff was in power. I remembered when Cliff came into power, they used the handover as an excuse and collected a crap load of tax.
Seriously, do those damn nobles see us no different than livestock?
Ha ha ha. Do you even need to ask? But shouldn't we at least have some faith in the new lord?
Can I even hope for anything good?
The probability of him turning out good is not 0, but it's pretty damn close.
Is there even a point?
Man.
2 years later. It's been 2 years since Liam took over the territory. The previous lord had a rather peculiar taste. It was an honor to serve him. Unfortunately, it all went downhill as soon as the new generation took. They couldn't suppress their lavish lifestyle and even got into debt. They then pushed everything onto Lord Cliff and went to the capital. And now Lord Cliff is doing the same thing to his son. Lord Liam, it's Brian.
Come in.
How can I help you, Lord Liam?
Brian, why is it that I'm stuck in this mansion?
Oh, it's only been a few days since you got out of the education capsule. Please stay inside of the mansion for the time being.
You know, I didn't notice this before, but it finally dawned on me after I tried to go outside. Don't you think this mansion is just awful?
I think original might be a better word.
Don't give me that crap. Whoever built this must be crazy or something. Why are there so many strange things? It's hard to live in. Didn't they have any shame? Heck, I feel embarrassed by just being here.
I'm so glad Lord Liam has a normal sense of things.
I want to change the entire mansion. Rather, I don't want this. Let's make another mansion to my liking.
Oh, one moment, please. What will happen to the personnel currently working in this mansion and your holiday villa?
They are all a bunch of slackers anyway, right? Everyone will be fired.
Master, perhaps we should offer them an option of reemployment. Also, you shouldn't rush into building a new mansion.
Why?
I'm in agreement with demolishing the current mansion, since it will reduce our operating costs. But in order to build a new mansion fit for Master, it will take some time, as we will need to properly plan it out. However, since you don't like this mansion, how about I prepare an adequate place for you to stay in the meantime?
I see. Since it's going to be my mansion, I should take my time and build a good one. Do we have the necessary funds for the new mansion?
For that, I think we should reorganize the fleet.
Reorganize the fleet. We have 30,000 battleships in our fleet? That's a lot.
However, only about 20% are actually in operation. As of now, it's an unnecessary number. At the very minimum, we could reduce our fleet to 3,000 ships. It'll greatly reduce our expenses.
Just 3,000? Please wait. Lord Liam, it's a general rule for a count to have at least 10,000 ships. It's a to have at least number recommended by the Empire. I'm against reducing our fleet to a mere 10%.
Is that so? But you heard it, right? Only 20% are being used.
It's not about that. If you reduce the fleet to that extreme, we will be looked down upon. The other nobles are not the only problem. Space pirates may start attacking us as well.
Master, under normal circumstances, a group of space pirates usually number at around 100 ships. So, about 1,000 ships of our own should be enough of a measure against them. I may have forgotten to mention this, but our armaments are quite outdated, and most of our combat personnel have become rusty. I believe this is a more serious problem than having battleships we don't use. Perhaps we should recruit more skilled combat personnel.
Okay, let's discharge them.
Master, Lord Liam!
I don't need useless subordinates.
Understood. I will proceed with the reorganization. We should have enough funds after that.
Good. That was such a pointless thing. Having 20,000 unused spaceships around as decoration is just stupid.
Lord Liam, you're relying too much on your AI. Please try not to use these machines as much as you can. The other noble houses will look down on the Banfield name.
You're talking as if the Banfield name hasn't already fallen. Keep your mouth shut unless you have any useful suggestions. But perhaps there may be a problem down the line if our fleet remains small. Also, it's not like I'm trying to belittle our troops. I guess I'll just gradually increase the number over time.
Oh, he's actually having some thought about it. Yes, Master. Eventually we will have a fleet worthy of account. Our combat personnel will also be the cream of the crop. Your fleet will become a magnificent sight for others to behold.
I have no need to show off. Only what is necessary. Amaji, I'll leave the reorganization to you. Create a fleet fitting for account. Number, a fleet fitting for me. Brian, any objections from you? I'll increase the number to 30,000 eventually, but bear with 3,000 for now.
No, I have no objections. Such decisiveness despite being this young. He reminds me of Lord Alistair.
Well, now that's out of the way. Amaji, hug.
Yes, Master?
Lord Liam, please don't fondle Amaji's breast so boldly in front of me. I don't know what kind of face to Macao.
The more I find out about this damn territory, the worse it gets. It's already so freaking bad. There's nothing I can exploit. This is supposed to be an advanced world with magic and science. Yet why is it that the citizens' lifestyle is worse than where I came from? It's supposed to be the space age, you know, where spaceships fire beams and crap at each other. Yet my territory looks like it's still stuck in the Middle Age. On top of that, the taxes are so bad, they're barely holding on. I want to oppress them, but there's nothing left to do. Why didn't they develop their damn territory?
Albeit slowly, the territory would develop itself. From the viewpoint of the ruling nobles, it's easier to just leave the people to fend for themselves. Also, if they want to develop, more time and effort would be required for management.
Just use an AI for God's sake.
They do. However, there is that rule where you must not over-rely on AE.
Ha! Ha! I see now my damn parents pushed this terrible thing onto me because they didn't want it anymore. Did I get tricked by the guide?
Master, it's true that the Banfield's territory is in a terrible state. However, I believe it can improve from now on. If we utilize the tax money properly, then things will vastly improve in the next 10 to 20 years.
The inhabitants of this world have a very long lifespan. The official age of adulthood is 50 years old. That's about 30 years more than my previous world. The average lifespan is about 300 to 400 years old, and it's normal to live until 600 years old, 20 years. Huh, okay, allocated all but the necessary operation amount to territory development. I'll make sure to recover it all later. Another thing, Amaji, I want more power.
If it's power you wish, then the fleet.
I'm talking about an individual's power, my own power.
Individual? Perhaps are you referring to something like body strengthening?
Yeah, something like martial arts or whatever. I just want to become stronger. I was afraid of violence in my previous life, so I couldn't stand up to the debt collectors. I want not only to stand tall, but also to trample on others. For that reason, I must become stronger.
I don't think you need something like that, Master. Your current self should be enough to manage things. And sane.
No, go and find me a mentor. I want the best one. Spend what you must to get it done. This is absolutely necessary. I won't let other people take from Mo anymore. Rather, I will take everything from them. For that, Trim, I want more power.
Wow, she looks pretty haggard. Her hair is a mess, and the clothes she's wearing look cheap and worn out. Oops. I shouldn't be lazing around like this. Gotta check on how my boy Liam is doing. So many things to do. So he has an artificial doll by his side because he doesn't trust a real woman. How ridiculous. On top of that, he still hasn't quite caught on to what a noble is supposed to do. This is a rather interesting situation. Let's take my time toying with him. What's this? He wants power, so others can't take from him. How much of a simpleton can you be? But it's fine. It's my policy to provide you with adequate aftercare as well. I will send you someone with exceptional talent. I hope you'll like my present. When you meet your own demise, I shall be coming for you.
Banfield Spaceport.
Ooh, this is such a remote planet. Not a place you'd want to visit, even for business trips. I thought taking that job as an instructor would be a good idea, but it looks like a bust. Man, if only I didn't have that debt, I wouldn't need to come here. The client is a kid, right? I wonder if he's an easy one to trick. Kind of feel sorry for him to learn martial arts from me, out of all people. Oh yeah, I brought this sword with me since he mentioned he wanted to learn swordsmanship, though you'd rarely see something like this these days. Now then, let's go pull a rug onto this kid and get to some money. Lord Liam.
Yes.
Please don't be so nervous. I will start with a demonstration of my sword style. The ultimate technique of my style is a lethal one. It is not something that I can carelessly show to others. Since you've asked to see my abilities, I will make an exception and show you this one time. However, beside you, I don't want any other observers. Please ask your maid to leave us.
For his safety, I will not leave my master alone.
You're being rude, Amdi.
I'm sorry. But master, your well-being is the most important thing for me.
If that's the case, then I cannot accept this job.
He's so calm despite being in front of a lord. This man is the real deal. I want to learn from him. Amaji, it's an order from me.
Understood. Please call for me if something happens. Also, please take this.
What's this?
There are a lot of swindlers pretending to be swordsmen. Please use this to check whether this man is a swindler or not.
This will let me know?
Yes. It will detect if a trickery device has been used. Is that fine? Please don't let your guard down. I will take my leave. Master.
No problem.
Are you going to cut this?
Yes, that's right. Please put it somewhere that my blade cannot reach. Anywhere you like is fine. Lord Liam, I'm about to show you the very peak of the Issen style. This is a technique that can even be compared to magic. Once you've mastered this technique, there's no need for others. Everything you will learn will serve as foundations to achieve this. This ultimate technique isn't something that I would carelessly show to others. But since you insisted on seeing my abilities...
What's wrong, master? No way.
This is the ultimate technique of the Issen style.
Whoa, when did you cut them?
If you start learning the style, you will discover the answer to that question eventually. After all, the pursuit of knowledge is also part of mastering the style. So I will ask you this. Do you want to learn the Issen style?
Yes.
He's pretty easy to trick. On top of that, his luck is pretty bad, learning swordsmanship from an amateur like me. Not that I care anyway, since nobles are a rotten bunch. I guess I'll try to get as much money as I can from him. That was a close call, though. I'm surprised I didn't get caught. Since I used to be a street hustler, that whole thing was just a sleight of hand trick. The logs have already been cut and prepared beforehand. I was actually expecting to get caught by the detection device and then lie my way out of here by saying I used magic. I guess that thing must be broken. Well, whatever. Trickery tool detection device. It will detect usage of advanced trickery tools, but not something as primitive as sleight of hands. All right, let us start with the basics.
Yes, master.
3 years later. Boy, kids do pick up things pretty quickly. I'm rather jealous. So far, all the basics I've taught him are spear, small blade, and unarmed techniques. What should I teach him next? I better look up some tutorial videos. Oh, this is a pretty good proverb. I can definitely use this later. Still, I'm pretty surprised. I've heard a lot of bad rumors about the Banfield house, but this brat seems to be living rather modestly. I thought he would slack off eventually, but to my surprise, the brat is pretty hardworking. He also treats me pretty well. Although I reckon there's no point for a noble to become stronger, since they can just get their subordinates to protect them. This is a pretty cruisy job. All I do is sit around and watch. However, I have to be careful since that doll is keeping tabs on me. Why does he have that thing by his side anyway? Making a child that doesn't know left or right inherit all the responsibilities. Those nobles are beyond help. They even push the debts on to him. Kinda makes me feel bad for the kid. Despite saying that, I'm sitting here mooching off him without actually doing anything. Since he's a serious type, he probably hates stuff like corruption. It won't end well for me if he discovers the truth.
Bugle mansion completed. This is much better. It's a simple mansion, but pretty spacious. The ceiling's pretty high, too. This is great. The previous mansion was an atrocity.
Master, it's almost time for you to enter the capsule again.
Is it that time already? When should I enter?
Anything you want is fine, Master. It'll take a row and half a year this time.
Then I better do it sooner than later. There's so much stuff in the education capsule, you just can't absorb everything even if you stay in there for decades. That's why I want to make use of it as much as I can before turning into an adult. Take good care of my territory while I'm in there. What's wrong?
Please have a look at this.
Bring me the person who submitted this file.
My lord, I'm afraid you must have misunderstood. These are necessary expenses for me to carry out my duty. Although I suppose those numbers in that file could have misled you in some ways.
I've confirmed that he committed embezzlement. Currently checking for other potential crimes as well. The amount that was embezzled also hindered the territory's development. On top of that, there are various spendings that I doubt were necessary.
Yet he has nerve to sit and smile like that in front of me. Embezzlement, bribery. What a cliche corrupted official we have here. He looks like one too. Man, what else?
My lord, you must not believe what the doll said. Their kind were the culprits behind the fall of many civilizations. In essence, they are humanity's enemy. Please don't be deceived by them, my lord. It might be true that I may have committed a few offenses here and there, but they're nothing you should worry about since everyone is doing it. You can think of them as the oil that greases the cogs to keep things running smoothly. It's impossible for a doll to comprehend it.
Hey, was it fun killing your subordinates?
Yes?
How did you feel when you executed your subordinates? After pinning your embezzlement crime on them?
I guess. There was... Some master, you mustn't.
Was it fun making someone else suffer for your own grime?
Damn brat. You should be thanking me. You're only living this life because of me. Only because of my support, you could live comfortably as you do now.
When I look at this guy, he reminds me of my old boss. Shut your dirty mouth.
Psst. Master, are you all right?
Thanks to his support, he sure talked big for someone who leeched off me. Trash like you should just die. Annoying bastard. Amaji. Look through everything. I'll execute all these bastards.
Master, please let go of the sword.
Huh?
Allow me to help you. There are many cases similar to what you've just seen. If we execute all of them, that will create many problems.
Are there that many corrupted bastards like that?
Yes. The problem regarding those corrupted officials seems to have been going on for a long time. I can take over and carry out their duties, but that will create problems as well.
What to do then?
I think we should get some surveillance AE. While they are not as advanced as I am, they are quite good if you need to keep an eye on things.
How many do we need?
At the very minimum, about 30 units. We need some for the mansion. The rest can be distributed around the territory. There shouldn't be any problem when it comes to ordering those small units.
Sure, do what you want.
Are you sure, Master? If you rely too much on AI, unpleasant rumors may surface.
I don't care. I trust you more than them.
Yes, Master. I will start making the arrangements shortly.
I don't need anyone who will go against me.
Hey, did you hear? The Lord killed a corrupted official.
No way, man. He's still just a little kid.
It's true. I know someone from the government office. He told me about it.
You knew a government official?
Nah, he works as a cleaner there.
Master, have you read this? They're going to increase the compulsory years of education from 3 to 6 years.
Yeah, I saw that. Looks like there'll be more schools. I heard that they're in a hurry to roll it out. Those construction guys were talking about it, saying they're going to be busy for a while. That's good for the economy, I guess.
Man, I wish I can get lucky too. Still, our Lord seems to be a pretty magnanimous person. He's only 10 years old, right?
I still can't believe it. I couldn't have predicted things to turn out like this 5 years ago.
It'd be good if things keep on improving like this.
I agree.
Finally, we have a staff member who will take their job seriously. I'm sure you must be nervous, but Master Liam is very forgiving of those who take their work seriously. Yes?
Will Master Liam require nightly duties?
Master Liam is still young, so you needn't worry about nightly duties. Amaji takes care of most of his personal needs, so you won't have to be around him much.
He keeps a doll by his side,
I will pretend I didn't hear that this time, but there won't be a next time. Amaji is indeed capable, but it will ruin the Master's reputation. However, seeing how the Master trusts her so much, it is impossible to separate the two. He relied on her in the same way that a child relies on his mother. Master Cliff, Mistress Darcy, Why did you not take more care in raising him? Amaji is very special to Master Liam. I would advise you to never disrespect her. If Master Liam found out about such a thing, I would not be able to protect you from his wrath. Things are definitely getting better. With Master Liam, House Banfield will be able to regain its former glory. 20 years later.
No good, huh? Liam, 30 years old. Out of the 3 logs, I'd only managed to clip 2, and the execution had been rough. I couldn't believe that after more than 20 years I could only produce weak imitation. Did I just lack talent? Master! I'm sorry, my skills are still lacking in comparison to yours.
The path of the sword is a long and arduous one, with no reward at the end. Still, you have improved much in the last 20 years.
Yes, I repeated the basics as I was told, trained my body, and refined my technique, but I still couldn't do it. It was then I recalled another component of the technique Master had mentioned long ago. The secret technique of the Way of the Flash is the height of martial prowess, and it utilizes magic as well. By applying a thin layer of it to the blade, you can extend the reach of the sword. Isn't that right?
You're incredibly close, but you're still missing the final piece.
What is the last piece?
Study, of course. If you're going to use magic, then you must study magic.
But I'm studying, aren't I? Since magic couldn't protect you from abilities, the beams fired from a spaceship magical weren't considered as important. For example, it is more efficient to carry a gun than to learn attack magic and shoot fire from your hands. Not all magic was useless. Healing magic and auxiliary magic were useful. Magic was also very important for controlling humanoid weapons. This was because one absolutely had to learn how to pilot and maneuver those humanoids using magic.
Yeah, but just learning the basics is not enough.
It's not enough? I'll increase the degree of my magic lessons.
Excellent. To create time, you'll need to take a break from practicing your unique skill. Concentrate solely on magic. Let's see. 10 years should be enough for a start. Until then, I want you to practice only the basics.
No way. And here I thought I made such good progress. To understand.
Very good. By the way, how are things with your territory? You can't become a good lord if you spend all of your time practicing martial arts.
The restructuring of both the military and the government had been going well. I have started a couple of new projects as well. I was amazed at how quickly this world was developing. UFO design of 3D printer. Skyscrapers could be built in just a few days. It was a complete mystery to me why my parents and grandparents had not done so. There was no reason not to raise tax revenue in this way.
That's good to know, Liam. Now, how about you show me how you're doing with the basics today?
Yes, Master.
But it wouldn't be challenging to do so normally at this stage. So from now on, let's blindfold you and add some weights.
A blindfold and weights?
That's right. Swing the sword until it feels as light as a branch in your hand. The purpose of the blindfold is to teach you that you should not rely solely on your eyes.
Okay. This is like something out of a manga. I had always enjoyed reading stuff like that as a kid, and now I'm starting to enjoy it.
What the hell with him? Seriously, what is he? I never thought that he would be able to recreate my fake sword play as a genuine sword technique. I'd only taught the boy the basics. Is this kid some kind of genius? He grew stronger than me in the blink of an eye. Besides, he's the one who purged every single corrupt official from his domain, right? If he finds out that I'm lying, then I've got to drag this out to save up some money, then get out of here as soon as I can. If this was going to happen, I shouldn't have wasted my money on playing lazy around.
A few years later, Master, I'm starting to figure out how to use my other senses. This is what you meant by not relying on my eyes, right?
Yeah, you mastered it in such a short time. Really, how did you do this in just a few years?
Master, look at this. I can swing it so easily now.
I see. No, don't get carried away. Lord Liam, you've certainly sharpened your other senses. But that's all you've done.
Huh?
You haven't made them extraordinary yet.
So there are even more things I can do without relying on my eyes.
That's right. And that sword is too light for you, right? No, so I'll prepare a special sword for you.
I'm really looking forward to it.
I am glad to hear that. House Banfield Storehouse. You've got to be kidding me. What am I going to do? I have to sell something to make more money. Darn it. Why are these all fake? I didn't think he'd adapt this quickly. Is he seriously a genius? How come I didn't hear it? I'll make a super heavy sword and have him lease that. That should give him some problems for the time being. Foo, 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 foo. That's right. I got a better idea.
That one?
Yeah. Make this usable, would you? I'm going to train Liam with that.
But this model is quite old. Wouldn't it be better to get him the latest model?
We can't do that. The latest mobile knights were extremely easy to pilot. He will master its controls in a few years. That's not going to buy me time. This is for Lord Liam's sake. I'd like you to have it repaired and ready for use.
This model is no longer in production. It will take some time to repair. Moreover, this is a 24-meter class. The 14 and 18-meter models are more in widespread use, so I would recommend using one of those.
Of course, I know that. And while we're at it, I'll make them spend a fortune on it. That much less cash to use later to chase me down. Old models were very solidly built. Upgrading it would make it more sturdy than the newer models.
No, it's not as simple as that. When you balance it out, it is more economical to make use of a current model.
No, this one will be better. You should just turn this craft into the ultimate model for Liam's personal use. Don't worry about the money.
There is no logic in using this craft. It is simply a matter of customizing a newer unit for Master's use. It will be cheaper as well.
Even so, I want you to make adjustments to this unit. It will be better for Lord Liam, and he should learn to maneuver it manually. People are too dependent on the latest assist function these days. Automatic controls are out of the question. It's only worth it if he can himself. He must use a machine that requires actual skill. That's the best thing to do.
If the weapon functions well, why not just rely on it?
No, this is something Lord Liam needs to learn.
If you insist, then I will make arrangements as soon as possible.
Please do. Use as much money as you need. After all, this is for Lord Liam's sake.
Is that man really a swordmaster? It's true that Master has gotten stronger, but Yasushi doesn't look impressive to me. On the contrary, his history was unnaturally clean. It's as if the records were manipulated by someone else. I have to carry out his orders. This one was manufactured by the Empire factory. I'm not sure if we have enough funds for all this. In any case, I must proceed. I will do everything I can to restore you, so please protect my Master Liam.
Those footsteps sounds like Amaji.
You are correct, Master. But Master, it is dangerous to walk around like that.
No problem. It's part of my training. Anyway, I heard you were preparing a mobile knight for me?
He would like an old model to be repaired for use, even though a newer one would be more within our budget.
My master must have his reasons. In any case, I'll leave it to you. I'm gonna go for a walk around the mansion.
Cheers! Looks like business is booming, barkeep.
Yes. I was finally able to hire some help. How's your new job going, by the way?
Too great, really. I'm too busy.
Good for you.
How could things change so much just because we got a new lord?
It was much better in my grandfather's era, though.
How many hundreds of years ago was that?
400 or 500 years, I guess. Strangely enough, things were more developed then. More importantly, the Lord's being pretty quiet lately, though. Haven't heard a thing about him in the last 20 years.
I've heard he really likes dolls.
I thought all nobles hated dolls. Guess our new Lord's different.
He's doing a great job, so it doesn't matter either way.
Yeah, as long as business is this good, I couldn't be happier.
This is amazing. I heard that it's an old model, but it's been repaired properly.
It has. It wasn't easy, though. 7th Weapon Factory Technology Officer, Nias Carlin. I never thought that I would have to do maintenance work on this unit.
Are you familiar with this unit?
Yes, it was a model developed by our factory. All the veteran technicians had quite the nostalgia while working on it. But are you sure about this, though? This unit will be quite difficult to maneuver since all the assist functions were removed.
Assist functions. Does she mean it like the difference between automatic and manual transmission in a car?
I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure Lord Liam will be able to handle it just fine. Rather, I'd like to hear some of the craft's details. Solids. Discuss. In my room.
That won't be necessary. It's all in the manual. Besides, it's Lord Liam who'll be piloting it. If I'm going to explain anything, it would be better to explain it directly to Lord Liam.
I guess you're right.
Shall I order Nias to spend some time with Master? But if he'd been serious, Nias wouldn't have been able to escape. He's probably just joking. Besides, Master is a virtuous and upright person. He wouldn't wish for me giving him a hand.
Shall we enter the cockpit? I will be joining you to further elaborate regarding the controls.
I'm looking forward to it. It's pretty spacious in here. No, isn't this way too big?
We've used spatial magic to expand the area inside the cockpit. There's obviously no assistance function installed, but it's on par with the cutting-edge models. We've also prepared the highest quality seat to make it comfortable for the pilot.
Whoa, it's soft. It feels as if it wraps around my body. This is nice. I like the way it looks too. The black armor is badass.
Guys really like black, huh? There are a lot of black units. But it's rare to see someone spend this much money on repairing one unit.
Is that so? I hear some people make them super flashy. For nobles, mobile knights were a symbol of military power. Many of them use mobile knights just because they looked cool while flexing. Mobile knights are a prestigious symbol for nobility, so if you are splurging money for one, you better to turn it into something good. That's what Master said.
A lot of them are mass-produced units that have simply been modified. But because we had such a large budget, our engineers went all out. It's rare for a noble to care more about the inside of a unit than the outside. So this was an interesting request that everyone enjoyed. Now try starting the engine. You have now been designated as the pilot, my lord. This unit won't move for anyone other than you. It's your own personal unit.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Huh?
This one doesn't have the auto balancer, which is one of its missing assist functions. That means it'll be a lot more difficult to control. However, after you've mastered it, you'll be able to move it just like your own body.
So if I can master this, I'll be on my way to becoming a first-rate pilot.
No, if you can use this, I'd say you're already a first-rate pilot. But if you can't control it, you'll lose to any mass-produced model. If you do master it, though, you could become stronger than any other unit out there. Depending on the pilot's skills, anyway.
That's perfect. I remember learning about magic control in training. Using magic to transmit your imagination to the machine. That's it. Slowly. Stand up.
Oh, wow. You're doing very well for a first-timer.
I've been practicing in the simulator, so it's natural.
That's not what I'm talking about. This unit is notably more difficult to control than a regular mobile knight. If you're doing this well on your first try, my lord must really have a knack for it.
And you're also a real flatterer.
Hey, it's not flattery though. Controlling this unit requires a strong mental image. But always be careful. You must concentrate on your magic the whole time. It will be much simpler to main liver if you imagine the whole craft as your own body. Now, move the control stick slowly. Don't worry, this baby's real strong and sturdy. It's no match for a regular unit, but remember, that's why it's so difficult to main liver. It's quite a slow horse. That's why. Also here. Oh, what's wrong? You should start walking. Hey?
No, wait. I didn't mean to do that.
Let's take a break.
Lord Alistair, look, Lord Liam is piloting your unit. I'm so moved that my tears are... Eh? Master Liam, what on earth are you doing? At least turn off the power before doing so. I can't bear to see it. Lord Alistair's craft is moving in such a lewd manner. What? The communication is not getting through.
That brat's groping the lieutenant's tits. Hey, are they soft? Huh? Lord Liam, get out of the cockpit, now. You shouldn't be doing something so exciting. I mean, disgraceful. So get down here. Lord Liam, can you hear me? Come down here, you stupid brat. Oh, sorry about that. I just got excited.
Is this man really a master swordsman and martial artist?
Naya stayed with us for about 3 months, leaving only when she'd finished instructing us on maintenance and explaining the ins and outs of the craft.
I'll visit you again.
Next time, I'll definitely get her number, but I'll never forgive that little brat for messing with the girl I'm hitting on. I'll give him harder and harder training. I'll break his pride by making his training impossible.
Master Liam, I think you've been training too much lately.
Is that so? Maybe it's gotten harder than before. But I'm getting stronger, so there's no problem, right? And since it's Master we're talking about, I'm sure he's been thinking it through. So don't worry about it.
As you wish.
Drop dead.
Ugh.
What's the matter, Lord Liam? If you can't handle something of this degree, you won't be able to be a first-class swordsman, you know? Lord Liam, use your mind's eye. The important thing is to rely on your 6th and 7th senses to swing your sword, Lord Liam. Come on.
But Master, it's impossible to deal with this many with just one wooden sword.
Nothing is impossible in this world, Lord Liam. Come on, you must find the answer for yourself. Just kidding, isn't it obvious that it is impossible? There's no way you are able to deflect.
So this is what you meant, Master. I finally understand.
Understand? Understand what?
You mean that I should put up a magical wall like this to protect myself, right? It's not that hard once you understand, but the Issen style is a mixture of swordsmanship and magic, because magic alone would not be enough. So Master, am I right?
I can't do this anymore. I don't want to be involved with him anymore. Well done, Lord Liam. I have nothing more to teach you.
Master?
You didn't master the secret technique yet, but I'm sure Lord Liam can manage on his own. After that, you are free to pursue any training you like. I have one last lesson for you. The path of true swordsmanship has no end. So, Lord Liam, you must continue training diligently.
No, I don't want that. I want you to train me more, Master. If you want, I can even open a dojo for you here in my territory.
ERM. I am delighted to hear this, yet I am still in the middle of my journey. It's still too soon for me to open my own dojo.
Master, then please at least test my skills. I'm just curious how far my secret technique will go.
Sure, why not?
I'll have the logs ready in a moment.
Fufu, how's our little Liam doing? Oh, his territory seemed to have developed quite a bit. How's that con man been faring? I'm looking forward to seeing how much he has learned from that con man's swordsmanship. Hey, what? They...
Well done, Master.
Very impressive, Master Liam.
No, it's not enough. I haven't reached Master's level yet. I wanted to learn more from him, but Master suddenly disappeared after bestowing full mastery upon me.
What the hell is this? What the hell did that guy do? How did this happen?
I don't understand. What the hell is that kid?
Mr. Yasushi, are you talking about your apprentice again?
I'm only a second-rate swordsman, no. Maybe even a third-rate. But no matter how stupid my ideas were, that kid actually pulled it off. He'd surpassed me in 10 years before I knew it. And he was only a step away from being a first-rate after 20 years.
You're kidding me.
In the end, he told me Nie wanted to build a proper dojo in his territory for me so that I could teach swordsmanship there. I was scared shitless and ran away. It's insane, you know, to think he can cut his opponent without even drawing his sword.
Gah.
I'm truly a lucky man. I've learned swordsmanship under an incredible teacher, and my territory has been developed to this stage from the state of being squeezed dry. I thought I was being tricked at the beginning, but in the end, that guide is the real deal. He's truly incredible.
Wait, you can't be serious. I can't believe it. He's grateful, huh? Well, I have some thinking to do where.
Healthy and civilized life of an evil lord. Luxurious meals that commoners could never hope to taste. Building a strong body. Thwap, to cut down any who rebel. Finally, plenty of rest to plot my next evil deeds. The perfect evil lord schedule.
Master Liam leads such a healthy and balanced lifestyle.
P. Mellon's points. Recovery.
Master?
I couldn't do this while I was in the capsule.
That is true. Master.
But I couldn't do this while I was in the capsule.
Please put some clothes on first. You'll get a cold.
I will serve you. I'll do whatever it takes to serve Master Liam.
Amagi,
Yes, Master?
what do you think?
Taking our finances into consideration,
I can't take it. Master Liam's refusal to ask me for help is too painful to bear.
There he goes, getting all worked up again. He's still really capable, though.
The sushi's determination. He cut down a bureaucrat already. I've only taught him the basics, but he keeps getting stronger. It's terrifying. I have to get out of a place like this. A place like this is just spacious room. 3 meal snacks, hot tub, sauna, massages. It's just too dang amazing.
The guide's fun, self-sustaining lifestyle. What a lovely night. I think I'll treat myself to a big harvest. Most say that misery tastes like honey, but there's actually a whole bunch of flavors. How about that one? Oh, that looks good too. Here is today's dinner. Hatred salad, sadness soup, loneliness dessert, rage steak. It all looks so tasty. Munch, munch, munch. Gotta sow some seeds for the next meal. Misery is very delicate. Make sure you grow it with tender, loving care, okay? Your local misery farmer.
Education Capsule, written by Yomu Mishima, Liam Sarah Banfield, was reincarnated into a world with an advanced intergalactic empire. It was a problem because I didn't understand their advanced technology or their complicated magic. Also, for some mysterious reason, this culture hasn't moved past the feudal system. My maid robot, Amagi, held me in her arms as I looked at the machine before me. So, this is an education capsule? Yes, Master. This is high-end equipment aimed at serving the needs of the nobility. When I turned 5, my parents gifted me a title and assets. I needed to use an education capsule for half a year. Education capsules. Technology that was plucked out of a daydream. It can install knowledge directly into the user's brain while they sleep in a translucent green liquid. Advanced versions can strengthen someone's body too. I'd rather just get it all wrapped up at once. There was one drawback. I couldn't use it for more than a year at a time. Amagi heard my dissatisfaction and the solemn robot cautioned me. I cannot advise using it that way. For all education capsules, it is recommended they are used for no longer than a year. I don't mind being asleep for 2 or 3 years. I just want to get it over with fast. I needed to use the education capsule several times before I became an adult. It was an extraordinary item that could install everything from compulsory education in just 6 months. But continuous usage was not recommended. If you do that, the knowledge will not properly establish itself in your brain. It would be more efficient to utilize it periodically. You should prepare scheduled times to undergo re-education and rehabilitation. Although knowledge could be installed directly, it wouldn't stay unless I reviewed the things I learned. Unused knowledge would be forgotten, so users needed a period of rehabilitation after leaving to ensure the knowledge stays. Regular studying was needed to embed it in the mind. It seemed tedious, but I could get 9 years of education in 1 year. Amagi told me what would be installed in my brain. Master, this high-end model will give you a base-level education for fiefdom administration. The knowledge will be very dense, and I will be checking your progress periodically. If it turns out to be more than you can handle, I may need to forcibly abort the device. There was also a limit to how much knowledge could be packed into a 6-month period. I could be overwhelmed if I did too much at once, but the high-end models were more efficient. As Amagi held me, she looked at me with her red eyes. Her face was emotionless, but I couldn't help but think she was worried about me. I recommend you save fiefdom knowledge for future stays in the education capsule. Right now, I have concluded it would be best to stop at the basic education level. I didn't need to force myself to learn everything at once. Safety was more important. But if I wanted to crush peasants under my boot, I needed to know as much as possible as fast as possible. A clueless, evil lord would be a joke. No, I want to be able to control the fiefdom without delay. I need the knowledge to do so. My parents were gone. There were no nobles above me. On this planet, I was the highest authority. But if I didn't know how things worked, I couldn't wield my power effectively. It would be naive to think otherwise. I was going to persecute the people. I would take all they had. Education would be essential to that. Amagi gave up her protestations. I shall begin the preparations. She placed me down and removed my clothes. She laid the capsule on its side and opened the hatch. I stretched my hand into the slightly viscous, translucent liquid. The temperature matched the temperature of human skin. It wasn't cold to the touch. Master, are you positive you wish to set the body strengthening function to the maximum level? Strengthening my body at the maximum level would cause problems. My brain wouldn't know how to handle my new strength, and I'd need rehabilitation to adjust or risk losing that new strength. Most set their strength level to average, but I needed more. An evil lord needed to be strong. Is there something wrong? The rehabilitation will be very harsh. Here too, I recommend the normal level instead. I knew it would be hard to begin with. Amagi, I want to be strong. Set it to the maximum level. As you wish. The education capsule promised such wonderful results in only a short amount of time. To me, 6 months later. When I woke up, Amagi and the butler Brian stood there waiting for me. Good morning, master. Hearing Amagi's monotone voice, I finally realized where I was. Has it been half a year? My head was foggy. I remembered sleeping inside the education capsule. Brain was happy to see me awake. Master Liam, you managed to make it through all right. Knowledge was installed into my brain. Strength was installed into my body. To me, it simply felt as if I woke up like it was any other morning. That is, until I started to move. My head was foggy and my movements felt strange. Just moving a fingertip felt different. This was the effect of my body strengthening. Amagi gently lifted me up into her arms. From here, we will begin your rehabilitation. Are you prepared for this, master? I clenched my fists. I was ready to face my rehabilitation. A sound of creaking tension rose from my newly strengthened muscles. Of course, I'm going to finish it all up in 6 months. Just watch,